Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the Belstaff Snaefell Pants available at RevZilla.com. So for those of you out there that have already looked at the Belstaff Snaefell jackets, there are a matching pair of pants, and Hi-Vis Brian is wearing them on my left-hand side. When we're talking about pants, really what you're looking at is you're looking at a 3-season cold weather option. There is going to be a Miporex waterproof liner in this. There is going to be a full thermal liner with this, and it's going to be a slim cut design. So there's a lot of riders that call in, they're looking for a pant that's not going to be big and bulky. It's not going to give you that snow pant style look. This is definitely going to be one to consider, but keep in mind this is not going to be an overpant. You'd be wearing this as a standalone option, and we'll get to that as we work our way down and through this pant. First and foremost, though, is sizing. Hi-Vis Brian on the left-hand side. He stands at 6 foot. He weighs in at 195 pounds. We measured him around his belly button. He measures at 35.5 inches, and we have him in a size 50. This is going to correlate perfectly with Belstaff's size chart. According to Belstaff's size chart, if you measure at 35.5 inches, you should be in a 50. Brian fits them spot on. Now, sizes will range from a 46 up to a 58. 2 different colors are available. There is a black option, and there is going to be a military option, which is really going to be a olive drab color, and that is the color that Brian is modeling on my left-hand side. Now, if you're not familiar with Belstaff, Belstaff traditionally is an English company that was really known for doing waxed cottons. When you were riding your traditional, Triumph motorcycle in a rainy London, they worked to keep you dry. What we saw happen was in 2011, Labelux bought the company, rebranded them, and now they are branded as more of a fashion piece. So what you're getting is you're getting the protection you'd expect while riding your motorcycle, but there is an element of fashion incorporated here too, and the Snaefell pants are going to be the premium offering for pants in Belstaff's lineup. For a textile, these come in at $650. So just keep that in mind. It will work with the Snaefell jacket to give you a complete suit. And instead of doing wax cotton with this, this is going to be a wax Cordura. So you're getting, increased abrasion resistancy in the event of an impact. You are getting CE rated armor in the knees as well as the hips. And it's just going to give you that full waterproof liner now, so you're not just relying on the waxed portion of the Cordura, but there's actually a Miporex waterproof liner or membrane floating throughout the entire piece. So, starting with the top, let's work our way through. At the very top, the one thing you'll note right off from the get-go is that the buttons, the snaps on this are going to be rubberized. You're not going to have to worry about scratching up your tank, and that's going to be right in line with the lower 2 buttons on the Belstaff Snaefell jacket. So they've done a great job of giving you a piece that works together to make sure that you're not going to worry about scratching any of the paint on your very expensive motorcycles. Now, belt loop design, so you can wear a belt with this. Zippered fly. As we work our way down, dual handworm pockets on either side, and there will be a small pocket, they call it a coin pocket, works for a coin, for, pocket knife, just a very small pocket there, very deep in its nature. As we work our way down, one of the things you'll note, there is darting around the knees, which helps to give you that function, or it helps to give you the look and the feel. So if you are in more of a tuck position with your knees, it works to just articulate the kneecaps a little bit better, and it holds that armor right into place. CE rated T5 Evo Pro D30 armor in this. What you need to know, it is not height adjustable, but it will sit right below the knee. And again, Brian's modeling this. When you're riding this, or when you're trying to figure out exactly how it should fit you, when you are standing, the armor should sit just at or slightly below the kneecap, and when you sit on your motorcycle, it should come perfectly into place. As we wrap up, it's really going to be that streamlined look. It does give you more of a slim cut to this. And Brian, at this point, I'm going to have you go ahead and face sideways for me, and just kick that leg back. Perfect. So starting with the top, let's take our way through this. The armor in the hips on this is going to be a T5 Evo CE1 armor, and I actually like the fact that they didn't do the CE2. The CE1 from D30 is a little bit thinner. You still get that protection, but it works with the overall cut of the pant. You're going to see a little bit of that accordion stretch working around from behind. And as we take a look down, the one thing you'll note, if we open this up, pop reflectivity at the bottom. The opening for this is roughly about 8 inches, and you can see that waterproof liner right there. The one thing to note, this is not an overpant, so you're not going to be able to get your pants on and off with your boots on. You will have to remove the boots for this. And I want to roll this up because I do want to show you, we were looking at the Snaefell jacket. They had the grommets at the bottom to allow the water to drain out. So what you have here is there's going to be a mesh on the inside. So as the water does begin to push through that wax Cordura, it's stopped by the waterproof liner, but it gives you a place to drain out at the bottom. So thought out design there from Belstaff. Now, Brian, I'm going to zip these up for you. And the one thing I will note here is I wish they would have used a thicker zipper. They used a very fine zipper, and if you're in a rush, it's very easy to get that zipper caught in the membrane underneath. You almost have to tuck your finger up behind the zipper to make sure that that membrane doesn't catch in there, and then go ahead and snap them down, and we'll give Brian his stylish, slim cut look back. Brian, you may go ahead and face backwards for me. So we talked about that accordion stretch. It's going to work away to the entire back of the seat. You do have a connection zipper, so if you want to, you can match that up with either the Snaefell jacket, or you can match it with an existing jacket that you have to give yourself a zippered connection. And that accordion stretch will work, a lot more comfortably if you do have that zip together. That accordion stretch just allows the pants to slip a little bit. They did double up the Cordura in the seat. Knowing that the seat is an impact zone, you have a double layer of Cordura in the seat for extra reinforcement. Brian, you may face forward. So for those of you out there that are either using a Snaefell jacket and you want a pair of matching pants, or you're simply looking for a pair of slim cut textile trousers to wear, trousers is what they call them across the pond, you can take a look at the Belstaff Snaeffells. Now, if you want to hear more about what other riders have to say, you can always click the info button on your desktop or mobile device to allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there using these pants on their rides. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which trousers are right for you and your style of riding, give them a shout at 877-792-9455, or simply shoot us an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Belstaff Snaefell Pants. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.